All right, let's get going on some math and strategies on how we can show our thoughts on multiplication and division stories. So check out our first feature here. Well, actually, you guys already saw this. These are those awesome apps that you can make use of, Numberline, number pieces, partial products to upload your work. So we're gonna do that today. So we have a box of crayons. How many crayons are in that box? Go ahead, pause the video and try to make use of a number line or a ratio table or a tiled array or an open area model. Do something and write it out. Pause the video, try it out because I'm going to start it, okay? So you may say, well, it's 24 because I saw 3 rows of 8. So I just did skip counting, 8, 16, 24. All right, well, how could you show that visually? You could show that visually by a number line. If you're skip counting, a number line would be a way to show what you're thinking. So there it is, 8, 16, 24. So 3 times 8, or 3 rows of 8, will give you 24 crayons. But what if you didn't see it that way? What if you were thinking, I said it was 24. I said, okay, there are 8 crayons in the first row. So 2 rows is 16, and 3 rows is 24. Now, how would you show that visually? Well, that actually looks very nice in a ratio table. This column is the rows of crayons, and then we have the number of crayons. So here we have 1 row, gives us 8 crayons. 2 rows would give you 16 crayons, which means 3 rows, you're at 24 crayons. All right, okay. Yet another way. This person said it's 3 rows of 8. And I know 3 times 8 is 24. Well, what would that look like visually? Let's see it. What do you see? Here is a tile array. We have a 3 by 8, and we filled it in with those tiles, with those ones. And we ended up getting 24, okay? Yet one more way. This person just says, hey, there's 8 in every row. So it's 3 times 8. That's 24. How could you show that? It's very similar to the tiled array. There's just no squares in it. So I just say I have a 3 by 8, and that'll give me a total of 24. Okay? Oh my gosh, what happened to this crayon box? How many crayons are in this box? Go ahead, pause the video. Try to show your work visually with a number line, a ratio table, a tiled array, or an open array. Try it out. Do the best you can, because I'm going to keep going. There are twice as many crayons in this box. Did you notice that? If you didn't, now you will. So we have our first box right here, a 3 by 8. But then look at that. We have another 3 by 8 in the back. So what would happen to the number line? Well, there's our first crayon box. And now the second crayon box, our number line on what we did to it has doubled. 2 of it is now happening. Okay, let's check it out in a ratio table. Here's the first ratio table. What happens here? Something's gonna happen. Do you know what's gonna happen? Maybe pause the video, try to finish this ratio table. Because, boom, the number of rows, 3, gets doubled. So now we have 6 rows, which means we have to take the 24 and double it to give us 48. Okay, how about our tiled array? What's going to happen with that one? We have our doubled crayon box. So which dimension is going to double? Which factor is going to double? Is it going to be the 3 or the 8? Which one's going to change? Because here it comes in 3, 2, 1. Oh, the 3 got doubled because the number 3 here, the rows, got doubled to 6. So we have our 24 and another 24 tiled array. And now our open area model that's very similar. It's going to look very similar to the tiled array. It's again doubled to give us our 48. We just don't have to draw in all those squares. Okay? All right, let's actually try one out. So the kids at a table E have 9 pencils in the supply box they share. How many do they have? Say it all out. No, they don't have 2. They have 9. They have 9 pencils at their table. But you know what? The kids at table F, they have 3 times that many pencils in their supply box. Yeah, they don't have 9. They have 3 times that amount. So how many pencils do the kids at table F have in their supply box? Well, we have different options. We could use a number line, the number pieces, the partial products app, a ratio table, or an open area model. Which one do you want to try out here? I'm going to go ahead and work it on the number line. So remember that that first table had 9 pencils. But the second table did not have 9. They had 3 times that amount. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my jumper. And I'm going to get it to start at 0. And where am I going to drag it to? Not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, but 9. Okay? That's that first table. But the other table has 3 times that. So I don't just want 1 of it or 2 of it. I want 3 of it. And where did it land? At 27. So I'm going to go ahead and say, there it is, 27. And I'm going to share my work with that share button. Copy that image, right click, copy. Go back to my Google slide and paste it in there. I need to actually escape into not present mode and paste it in. And now I just figured it out. And I can even type in my complete sentence for an answer. Oh, whoops, this was the wrong problem. I was on the second problem. Let me go to the pencil problem. There it is. And I could type in the kids at table F have 27 pencils at their table. Wow, that's a lot of pencils. Okay, let's try one more. Let's go to Miss Carter. Miss Carter has 4 pens in the cup on her desk. She's looking good. She has 4 pens. Thing is, Miss Carter, listen to this. She has 5 times that many pens in her desk drawer. That actually sounds like me. You open up my desk drawer. I have a lot of pens, okay? It's because I like pens. But how many do I keep out on the table? No, I'm not going to put like loads on the table. So I'm like Miss Carter. She has 4 pens on her desk, but in the drawer, she has 5 times that amount. So how many pens does Miss Carter have in her desk drawer? Well, you're not just going to write a lot. No, okay, we know it's a lot, but let's get a number on that thing, okay? Let's try it in the number pieces app. Let's try that. So she had 4 pens, so I'm going to pretend the pens are these squares. She had 4 pens on her desk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it did tell us 4 pens on her desk, but how many in her drawer? 5 times that amount. So I'm going to take this amount, highlight it, and I'm going to duplicate it. So not 1, I need more than that. So there's 3 times that amount. Here is 4 times that amount, and 5 times that amount, okay? So I have the 5 by 4, which gives me a total of, I could count by 5s to get there if I wanted, or I could do 10 times 4 is 40 and take half that. And she has 20 pens in her drawer. So I'm going to take that image, copy it, and paste it so everyone can see how I figured that out. And then I'm going to write my sentence. Mrs. Carter has 20 pens in her desk drawer. All right? Okay, you guys. Number lines, ratio tables, tiled arrays, open area models. They are all there for you to help you see multiplication and division visually. Good job.